Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
It is the last Friday in August in northwestern Pennsylvania, and that can mean only one thing. It is time for high school football to begin here in the PIAA District 9 and District 10. This is football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. Tonight, we have a matchup of District 10 Region 4 foes as Oil City has traveled to War Memorial Field here in Warren to take on the Dragons. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here for the YDL Sports Network. I do want to let you know the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg was voted #1 in Pennsylvania for waterfront restaurants. Stop on down and find out why. Make a reservation today at AlleghenyGrill.com. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. It's the Rehab Center pregame show here on the YDL Sports Network, and you are on the drive to the game, brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort. Visit them online at warrentire.com. And welcome in to the Park Avenue Motorcar broadcast booth. Have a fender bender, we can mender. Call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motorcar, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years. And Andy, if this game turns out anything like last year's contest between these two teams, we should be in for a dandy.
Yeah, it really was between these two rivals. Oil City jumped out to an 18-0 lead in this game last year, only to watch as Warren come storming back for a 21-18 win. And when you look at this matchup, really most of the action in District 10 tonight is outside of the region. This is, when you look at this region and how it sets up, the way we think it might, not saying it will, but it might. You have Meadville, who's probably the favorite, and they're in 4A. Oil City and Warren are both 3A, so they could very well, game could go a long way towards determining that potential top seed in 3A out of this region. So early season game, yes, but a very, very important one.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to argue that Meadville is the prohibitive favorite to win the region title here. But a lot of people are looking for a big bounce back year from this Oil City team. They were 3-5 a year ago. They came into this game here at War Memorial against Warren. They were 3-2 at that point. That started a 3-game losing streak for the Oilers to end the season, kept them out of the playoffs a year removed from that incredible run that they made all the way to the state playoffs. And again, Warren ended up finishing the year 5-5, went to the postseason, lost a tough one to General McLean in the District 10 playoffs in a game where leading rusher Tommy Nyquist had to exit early, and that seemed to change the momentum for the Dragons.
It did. Two thoughts there. Yeah, Oil City, 2 years removed from that magical run to the state semifinals, had a really, really talented senior class that year. And of course, had some injuries along the way too that they were able to overcome. Last year, this was still, even though they were only 3-5, this was still a quality group last year. I expect them to make a significant leap this year. And yeah, for Warren, you don't want to put too much on one player, but that Tommy Nyquist injury to GM in that district semifinal game did seem to play a critical role, because they were leading that game in the third quarter when he was forced to exit. And, he leaves the game. General McLean scores, I'm trying to remember, something like 18 unanswered points to rally for a 28-20 win in that game. So two teams with a lot to prove. And I've had this one circled for a while, even though I've had the entire week one circled for a while, because it means football's back. But this game in particular, again, not a lot of region contest across the district in week one. It's a big one. I'm looking forward to it.
I do want to mention our game stream, as always, brought to you by the Computer Guru in Leaper. Visit them online at thecomputerguru.net. And Andy, I think when you look at this Oil City team, everything kind of runs through primarily one player, that being junior running back Ethan Knox.
Ethan Knox had an unbelievable sophomore season last year, of course, breaking the school single game rushing record against Route 8 rival Franklin last year. 484?
I believe. Well, there's been some debate. I've seen a number of different totals, somewhere between 464 and 494. So we'll go with 484 for our purposes and leave it at that. If somebody wants to correct us, by all means, feel free.
And yet, Ethan Knox is dynamic. This offensive line from Oil City, they are big. They are physical. They're going to be one of the bigger teams you see all year across the district. Got a couple of 300-pounders there. They're going to smack you in the mouth and try and open holes for Ethan Knox. And another kid to watch in particular, Cam Crocker, who we may be seeing him at tight end. We'll see. He's a dynamic player, but he is a stud. You're going to see him make plays throughout this game tonight.
This Oil City team, it's all about the run. This was a team that attempted less than 30 total passes on the season last year. They have a number of players coming back along with Knox, who rushed for 1,825 yards and 14 touchdowns, by the way. Kevin Pearsall chipped in with 140 yards and a touchdown on the ground, and was a leading receiver with 140 yards and a score. So when they do go to the air, and you already mentioned Crocker, but also look for Pearsall to be one of those guys that they turn to in the passing game.
Absolutely, yeah. This is smash mouth football to a T. As you said, they're Oil City under Dan York, a run-heavy offense. Expect to see that again tonight and throughout the course of the season. And when you're built the way they are, again, with that big physical offensive line, with the stud feature back, it's just really set up perfectly for Coach York and company to kind of do what they want on the offensive side of the ball.
And then flip it around and you look at the Warren offense is very balanced. Quarterback Eric Dippold threw for 1,366 yards last year. Tommy Nyquist and Ethan Sens combined to run for about 1,000. So really very balanced. I mean, as a team, they had 119 rushing yards per game and 144 passing yards per game. But the problem was they were able to move the ball between the 20s, but they only scored 21 points a game. And in this region, if you're going to be one of those teams that pushes Meadville for a region title, you've got to find a way to punch the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, there's no question. And again, Warren loses a lot of leadership from last year's team. But again, there's a lot to be excited about. Alan McAllister kind of anchors things on the interior. You talked about the backs, Nyquist and Sens, a little bit of thunder and lightning there. From what I've gathered and talking to the coaching staff, Ethan Sens was good last year. He made a big leap in the offseason. So he's a kid I'm really excited to see. And then if you remember, Eric Dippold was not supposed to be the starter last year. Duvalis, a senior returning starter quarterback, gets hurt. Unfortunately, had to miss the entire season. Eric Dippold steps in. And there were some rough patches, there's no question. But he really, I thought, grew as the season went along. And now, okay, you're a junior. You got a year starting under your belt. I expect him to make a big leap this year as well.
Now, and again, Dippold's going to have to make that big leap with a new favorite target. He loses 770 yards and 10 touchdowns to graduation with Ben White, who's now at Westminster. Caden Wright was the second leading outside receiver, had 14 grabs for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns, including one against Harbor Creek that we were here for, right down in that corner of the end zone. Just a fantastic one-handed catch. And Nyquist is also a prolific receiver out of the backfield, had 19 grabs for 182 yards and a score. But it's really who are they going to turn to? Is it going to be Wright? Is it going to be somebody else that's able to step up and stretch the field the way Ben White was for them last year?
Yeah, Caden Wright, a team captain for Warren, really has emerged as a leader. And listen, Ben White was one of the better receivers at Warren in recent memory. As you said, off to Westminster, very dynamic playmaker. Look for Caden Wright to kind of assume that role here in 2022. And you could kind of see it, well, not really on the track. On the old track is a track, the track not yet done here. They're going to start finishing work on that after this game tonight. But, Caden Wright I expect him to be that primary guy for Warren, and they expect him to be that as well. And had a chance to see him down on the field before we went on air here, and he's a kid that's grown quite a bit height-wise from last year, this year, as teenagers do, as high schoolers do. But yeah, really, from what I remember, I would say he's a good 4 inches taller than what he was last year.
And again, we talk about Oil City got a lot of guys coming back, and even on defense, Knox was the leading tackler last year. Pearsall chipped in with 67, and then Crocker and Justin Dunkel each had 41 each. Pearsall and Braden Nefetridge were the leading sackers with 3 each. For Warren, they're going to have to find somebody to step up and fill a void here. They lost 4 guys to graduation. Let me make sure I get these numbers right. These 4 guys, Gage Schaefer, Easton Holtberg, Justice Green, and Cody Vega, combined for 213 tackles and 21 sacks a year ago. That's a heck of a lot of production that you've got to replace on your defense.
Yeah, there's no question. They're looking for leaders on that side of the ball. I know that's probably a bigger concern for them than the offense. I think the offense is going to be just fine. It's going to be, and this is a huge test tonight for them against one of the best rushing attacks in District 10. Can they slow down that offensive line, stop them from going downhill and making holes for Ethan Knox? And you're right. They're look for Panucci maybe to step up there into that role at linebacker, maybe in the role kind of that Cody Vega played last year. But yeah, again, a significant test for a defense that's replacing a ton of production, as you alluded to.
And that was the key for that comeback win over Oil City a year ago, was they were able to find a way to slow down Ethan Knox in the second half of that game, and it made all of the difference. Again, with all that production gone, and this being the first week of the season, that's a big ask for a lot of young guys who are going to have to step up and play big roles here, to have to come in and try to find a way. Maybe you don't shut them down, but just to slow down arguably one of the best running backs in all of District 10.
Yeah, and again, there's no feeling out process. I hate to keep harping on this. There's not that non-region games carry less value, but in terms of playoff positioning, they do. You're jumping right into the fire here, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see who steps up on each team. We know the familiar faces, the Knoxes, the Crockers, the Pearsalls, the Nyquists, Eric Dippold, but who's going to step up that maybe we don't know about? That's what I'm excited to see.
All right, with that, we are going to take a quick break. This is the Rehab Center pregame show, and you're watching football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, PA help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber has everything you need to build or remodel your home, including building materials, paint, supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into either location to get some inspiration or work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family-owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back into War Memorial Field here in Warren, just about 3 minutes away from the opening kickoff in the season opener for both the visiting Oil City Oilers and the homestanding Warren Dragons. And again, we want to take a look here at War Memorial Field. The field itself, just this past week, was declared ready for play. Underwent some renovations, put some new turf down here on this field, but it is ready to go. A little bit of a new look here for the Dragons. Got some blue sidelines and end zones. And we're going to step aside for just a minute as they play the national anthem. And we're back. That was the Warren Dragon Marching Band with the national anthem. So, again, Andy's kind of panned in the field here, so you can take a look at the new turf here at War Memorial. Again, just this week, declared ready for play. And so here we are at War Memorial Field. The Oilers are on the sidelines. The Dragons getting set here as the band gets into position to take the field for the first time on the new turf and the first time in 2022. And again, just about 30 seconds away from the opening kickoff here. We want to take a look at our players to watch, brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. All American Awards and Engraving can put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. Andy, who is your player to watch first for the Oilers?
Boy, and I see him out there getting set to go out with the captains. Cam Crocker, man, he is a beast. This kid is. I know everyone, wants me to say Ethan Knox, and I'm excited to watch him too. But man, Cam Crocker, he is built, he is tough, he anchors things for Oil City. Just a stud of a football player. And then for Warren, I'm going to stay in the trenches too. We talk a lot about the skill guys. Let's talk about the trenches. Alan McAllister, really a leader on both sides of the line for Warren, particularly on defense from his defensive tackle position. His matchup there against the interior of that Oil City offensive line is going to be critical. I think really one of the key matchups in this game tonight, and going a long way towards determining, the outcome. So,
all right, those are our players to watch. Brought to you again by All American Awards and Engraving. Visit them online at allamericanhq.com. Also, want to take a moment and say tonight's game is being brought to you by the Hub at PF in Russell. As captains are out for the coin toss, Warren has won the toss and elected to receive. So the Dragons will receive the opening kickoff of the 2022 season. We'll get to our keys to the game here in just a second, as that's going to wrap up the Rehab Center pregame show. Visit them online at therehabcenters.com. And that's centers the old English way with an R-E-S. And as they get lined up for the kickoff here, Andy, what are our keys to the game, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau, Pennsylvania's all-season destination. Warren County, simple, pure, real. Andy, your keys to the game for both teams.
Well, a couple of things. I think number one, ball control. Just talking to people, they get the feel that this might be a higher scoring game. We'll see. It wasn't last year, but whichever team's able to maintain possession, kind of grind out that clock, I think we'll have an advantage. And to that point too, as always, turnovers are going to be critical, and not just can you take care of the ball, but if there is a turnover, where is it on the field? Is it kind of between the 20s toward midfield, or is it turnovers deep in your own territory can be killer. So,
all right,
I was rambling there. Sorry.
Those are our keys to the game, brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Warren County, simple, pure, real. And we're just about set for the first Prime Fitness kickoff of the 2022 season. Get the strength to boot your kickoffs to the end zone with fitness equipment from Prime Fitness. And the kick is up and received, and we are underway here in the 2022 season. Warren had that. That was Ethan Sens on the return. Gets out to looks like they're going to mark him at the 27-yard line, and that's where the Dragons will take over here to start the 2022 season. Our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help with multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from. Elwood National Forge. Visit them online at enfjobs.com.
Caden Wright split to the far side of the field.
And Sens goes in motion. Dipple turns and gives to Tommy Nyquist for the first carry here. And he picks up, looks like they're going to give him 4 yards on that carry. Make it 2nd and 6 here for the Dragons from their own 31.
Warren going no huddle here.
And sends in motion again. Dipple turns. And Nyquist bobbled the snap a little bit. Goes up the middle. Flags come out.
I might get a face mask.
Just a little bit of one, yeah.
That was a gain of about 3 for Nyquist there on 2nd and 7.
So 2 plays from scrimmage and already our first penalty of the game. And it's going to be a big one. Going to give the Dragons a first down here on the face mask. And you could just see somebody reached out and grabbed a hold of Nyquist's face mask as he was coming through the center of that line. And that will take the ball up to the 39. Dragons come out of the huddle. Same formation. And the give is to Nyquist again. Tries to go around the right edge. Going to pick up a couple there out to the 42. Makes it 2nd and 8 for Warren.
Warren again moving quickly.
And Wright goes in motion this time. Dipple drops back to pass under pressure, steps up, and he's going to get hit. He does get across the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't go as a sack. But that was Braden McFetridge in the backfield there for Oil City. And we'll bring up a 3rd and 7, first 3rd and long. It's Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning to get you moving again. You can also visit them online at lutonsplumbing.com. Four receivers now for the Dragons here on this 3rd and 7. Dippled back to pass under pressure. They're setting up the screen. Sens has it, has some space. He's across midfield. And there's that turf monster came up and bit him again on this new turf, but not before he was able to pick up a big gain out to the Oil City 45. And it is a Ty and Nestor Builder Supply first down for the Dragons.
Beautifully executed there. You got to be happy with that. Offensive coordinator Greg Miller.
So 1st and 10 for Warren on their opening drive here of the 2022 season. And they are in Oil City territory here. There's Wright goes in motion. They fake to Wright, give it to Sens up the middle. Got a tough couple there before he is stopped by, that was number 44, Travis Carbaugh for Oil City on the stop.
Sens' first carry of the game. Nyquist with 3 for the Dragons. Again, we're going to call both of their names a lot here tonight.
Brings up a 2nd and 9 for the Dragons.
Now we see kind of a spread. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right.
And Dippled back to pass. Over the middle is underthrown to Nyquist.
Yeah, Dipple just kind of short-armed that one just a little bit.
It may be for the best. There were a couple Oil City defenders there who looked like they would have been in position to jump the route on that one, maybe get a early season interception. Nonetheless, it goes as an incompletion for Dippled and brings up a 3rd and 8 for Warren.
Ball at the Oil City 43. Again, that spread look, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right.
And that it sends in the backfield with Dippled under pressure. He's hit and he is dropped.
Ball came out.
It looks like Dippled fell on it.
Yep.
And that looked like Ben Garland and McFetridge back there in on the sack.
Yeah, and
for Oil City.
Yep, and they did a great job of penetrating there. Really, Dippled had no chance to really step up into the pocket and throw that football. Great job by the Oil City D-line.
Brings up a 4th and 18, and Warren is back in its own territory now. And that looks like number 11, Carter Pascuzzi, back to punt for the Dragons. And it is Ethan Knox back deep to receive for Oil City. Kick is away, going to be well short. No sense in letting Mr. Knox touch the ball any more than he absolutely has to. Good bounce.
Yep, it wasn't a work of art, but it was very effective.
And it ends up inside the 20. That's where Oil City will take possession for the first time here in 2022. Just over 8 minutes to play here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. And don't forget, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
All right, so first offensive possession of the season for the Oilers. As jogging off the field there, that's Pearsall, number 21.
And Knox is a deep man, and we got a stoppage here already and a timeout by Oil City before they even run an offensive play here. So they're going to take a timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Prime's Smart Strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com.
And we're back here at War Memorial Field. Oil City talking some things over. Again, before they've even run an offensive play here to start the season, calling a timeout.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Pearsall came off the field late. Looked like there might have been a little bit of confusion there. Nevertheless, coach is never happy when you have to burn a timeout in a situation like that.
So the Oilers come out, start with possession on their own 17. And the give is to Knox right away. He's up the middle and carrying Dragon defenders all the way out to the 35.
Yeah, and that there was a nice hole opened up there.
Make it 36. So 19 yards on the carry by Knox.
Yeah, he made one man miss there. Nice little cut in the hole. But again, nice hole opened up by that offensive line. And right away you see Knox's speed.
And quarterback Dane Lay comes in with the play. And that was a Ty Nestor Builder Supply first down for Knox and the Oilers. And this time, Lay's going to drop back to pass, firing down the middle. He's got a man. It is Knox. He's wide open and going to go all the way for an SFPC touchdown. 2 plays, and the Oilers are in the end zone for the first time here in 2022.
Boy, we talked about it in the pregame. This is a run-heavy offense. They completely caught Warren off guard there on that play, and Knox running wide open down the middle of the field. Perfect pass, easy 6 for Oil City. They are on the board first.
And 64 yards on the play from Lay to Knox, and the Oilers come out looking to go for 2 here. And again, that was an SFPC touchdown. You can finish your career drive with a touchdown by joining SFPC. Lay pass again. He's got a man in the corner of the end zone, just a little bit too far for Carl Shelton. Couldn't get his hands on it. So no good on the conversion, but the big bomb from Lay to Knox makes it 6-0 Oil City here in the first quarter. We'll be right back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
And back here at War Memorial Field, and it was Dane Lay to Ethan Knox for 64 yards and an Oil City touchdown. They lead 6-0 here over Warren. Just over the midpoint of the first quarter. Shelton kicks off. Ball's rolling towards the sideline and does go out of bounds. Dangerous play there, as that was a slow roller. But it does work its way out of bounds before the Oilers could recover it. That could have been a huge play for Oil City right after the touchdown.
That's a tricky one. That was a good kick. That's one where, as you know, if you're one of the returners, do you field it or do you let it go out of bounds? That was really close and not an easy decision there.
Nonetheless, it does go out of bounds, so Warren will take over on its own 35. Second possession. They got into Oil City territory on their first drive, but a big sack on third down forced the Dragons to punt it away, and Oil City wasted a little time taking advantage. 2 plays, and they were in the end zone. So Dippold comes out, has right split to the far side. Nyquist in the backfield sends in motion the give us to Nyquist up the middle, trying to pick his way through. And he'll pick up, looks like a yard, maybe a yard and a half on that carry.
Not a lot of room for these Warren running backs early. Nyquist and Sens. Oil City's defensive line doing a good job of getting penetration. That was Travis Carbaugh, one of the guys in there, senior number 44.
We'll give him 2 on the carry, makes it 2nd and 8. Sends in motion again. And they fake to Nyquist, trying to go back to Sens, and the pass is behind him and falls to the ground, and Oil City has it. Big play there for Oil City. Just a little bit of bad timing there between Dippold was looking for Sens coming out of the backfield, threw it behind him and out of Sens' reach, and Oil City right there to snap it up and takes over now at the Warren 28.
Yeah, you can see what the Warren was trying to do there, but again, that play didn't fool anyone on the Oil City defense. Just a great job of reading your keys. Result is a big turnover.
So the Oilers come out with a 6-0 lead, looking to add to it here off the turnover. And the give is to Knox, picking his way through the middle, and he's off the left side and going all the way into the end zone. 28 yards for Ethan Knox and his 2nd touchdown of the first quarter. It's an SFPC touchdown. Oil City, finish your career drive with a touchdown by joining SFPC. Find out more at specfab.com.
So Ethan Knox has touched the ball 3 times here in the first 5.5 minutes and has 2 touchdowns.
And Oil City lining up to go for 2 again. They had an open man. Shelton was open in the corner. The last conversion attempt, the Lay's pass was just out of his reach. We'll see what they try to do here. And this time they give to Knox, and he is up the middle and in for 2. 6:27 to go here in the first quarter. Oil City now with a 14-0 lead over Warren. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like Original Pan, Original Stuffed Crust, and more at PizzaHut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Have a fender bender? We can mend her at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Back here at War Memorial Field, getting set for another Prime Fitness kickoff. Get the strength to boot your kickoffs through the end zone with fitness equipment from Prime Fitness. Ethan Knox with a 28-yard touchdown run and 2-point conversion. And Oil City has a 14-0 lead. Sends Fields the kickoff. And he's got some space, gets pulled back just as he came across the 35, or he might have had a whole lot of daylight to run through.
So, again, good starting field position for Warren at their own 36. And just like last year, they face an early deficit down 14-0 here. Just about the midway point of the first quarter. Everything going Oil City's way so far.
You got to think this is almost a must-score drive for the Dragons here. They started off so well in that opening possession, got hung up by the sack, and then the turnover on the last series. And Dippold gives to Nyquist off the right side. He's got a big hole. Tommy Nyquist cannot quite outrun Knox, but a big gainer for Nyquist has the Dragons in Oil City territory for the 2nd time in the first quarter, all the way up to the Oil City 42.
A gain of looks like 22 on the play for Nyquist. Again, and you've seen the speed of Knox here early and often in this game now. Tommy Nyquist getting to show off his speed for the first time there. Again, have a little bit of room there on the outside and a big gainer.
And Knox was the last man standing. If he didn't push him out, Nyquist was going to go all the way on that play. First down for the Dragons. Dippold pitches to Nyquist off the left side this time. He's got another big hole, and Tommy Nyquist this time is going to go all the way 42 yards for the SFPC. Touchdown, Tommy Nyquist has Warren on the board for the first time in 2022.
All right, so there is the response from Warren and Brian. 6:07 to go, first quarter, and we already have 3 touchdowns. Could we be getting that high-scoring game that many predicted? So far, it looks like it might be that way.
Certainly does. Again, 42-yard burst there from Tommy Nyquist showing off his wheels. As the Dragons right back in this one, they're going to go for 2. Or excuse me, they're going to line up for the kick. That is Gavin Rex on for the extra point. And they shift the formation, and now Sens comes on as though he's going to kick. And they're going to fake it. The throw is out and incomplete. That was Pascuzzi looking for Carson Farr there. Not sure they would have got anything out of that. Lots of Oilers in the vicinity there. But nonetheless, the Dragons have cut into the Oil City lead. It's now 14-6. Oilers leading here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Back here at War Memorial Field as we are getting set for another Prime Fitness kickoff. I think they're certainly going to get their money's worth on that sponsorship tonight, the way this game has started out. Looks like there's maybe a little confusion. And while we have a minute here, want to tell folks, don't forget to tune in immediately following this game on the YDL Sports Network, your daily local, and D9and10sports.com for the all-new high school football extra point show with JB Graphics. Scores, analysis, player and coach interviews, and so much more. So be sure to check that out. We're going to have that weekly starting at 9:30 every Friday night. That's the high school football extra point show with JB Graphics.
All right, looks like the Dragons now set for the kickoff here. 3 touchdowns in the span of 1 minute and 13 seconds, Brian.
That's a little bit of offense to start the season. It'll be Gavin Rex to kick off for the Dragons. Knox is back deep. Chilton back there with him.
There is no way Ethan Knox sees this ball.
And it is a short kick, and your prediction is incorrect as Knox fields it and has some space, but is brought down.
Well, that's why I'm up here, folks, and not not in the coaching booth.
It looked like they tried to pooch that a little bit, and Rex maybe just got a little too much under it. Knox was able to field it, takes it out to the 35. That's where Oil City will take over for its 3rd possession of the first quarter. And we're not even officially halfway through the first quarter. This will be the 3rd time Oil City has seen the ball. They've scored twice already. And again,
they've run just 3 plays, have 2 touchdowns.
And both of them by Ethan Knox. A 64-yard reception and a 28-yard run. Now we'll see what the Oilers have cooked up here. Knox shifts out of the backfield. And now goes in motion. They're going to give it to him. Looking to get around the right corner. He does. Gets off of 1 tackle and then is brought down by a pair of Dragons just shy of the 40.
It's going to be a gain of about 4.
It looked like Sam Harvey, number 15, was one of the guys on the stop. And Nick Panucci, number 12, for the Dragons.
Yeah, again, I think Nick Panucci going to be a key for this Warren defense this season. See him get in on the tackle of Knox there. A modest 4-yard gain.
2nd and 6 for the Oilers from their own 39.
Well, again, look at all the guys in the box for Warren.
And Lay's going to drop back to pass. looking over the middle, has a man and overthrown.
You know what? I love the play call, though. You see every Dragon defender almost in the box. 10 guys. Why not try? It's worked once already. Why not try it again?
I was looking for Colin Zerby over the middle there, number 3.
Yeah,
and
it's almost
just a little too long.
Sorry, Brian. It's almost if the Warren defense is daring the Oil City offense to try and throw the football. And, again, that might have been there.
And they're taking that dare. And, it looked like there was just a little bit of contact as Zerby was coming out of his break. Maybe held him up just enough to disrupt the timing. This time the pitch is to Knox. He's up the middle. He's got the first down and then some. Fell down. But he does pick up the first down.
But Ethan Knox, his feet are so impressive. You saw he looked like he was bottled up there along the left side. Just that quick cut and a quick burst, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Out to the 47-yard line. That's another Tionesta Builder Supply first down.
Gain of 8 on the play for Knox.
And again, he just slipped there, or Knox had a whole lot of green in front of him. But it's first down Oil City at its own 47. And they do give to Knox, looking for space off the left side, avoids a tackle, and gets out to the 50. That was Carson Farr in the backfield disrupting the play. Knox able to make a couple out of it, but
but I'll tell you what, even when he looks like he's bottled up, he's not. I mean, you really have to get 2 hands on this guy.
And solid defense there by Farr, just setting the edge, forcing Knox to go either right at him or back inside. Brings up a 2nd and 7 for Oil City, right at midfield.
We approach the 4-minute mark of the opening quarter. Well, we've gone over 2 minutes without a touchdown now.
Defense really stepping it up. The pitch is to Knox off the right side. Tried to go back up the middle and just ran into a wall there. That was number 75, Big Alan McAllister, your player to watch for the Dragons.
Yeah, and again, that's first. They're going to mark it right at midfield, it looks like.
So no gain there.
But again, really the first or second time that Warren's defensive line was able to get that penetration. And no surprise, Alan McAllister in on that play.
And this will bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd down for Oil City. They did give him a gain of 1. He's right at the Warren 49. A big 3rd down play here for both teams. Early in this ball game, Lay's going to drop back to pass. Has time, under pressure. He lays one up, looking for Chelton, and it is batted away by Ethan Sens. That ball hung up there just enough, and Sens was able to come back and get a hand on it and bring up a 4th down here for Oil City. It'll be interesting to see what they do just across midfield.
It looks like initially the punt team is coming out on the field. Yep.
And that is number 21, Pearsall. Kevin Pearsall back to handle the punting duties for Oil City, assuming they kick it away here. And it is Caden Wright back deep for the Dragons. And Pearsall kicks it. It's a high kick right under it. Is going to field it. Probably should have called for a fair catch as he is hit immediately by number 30, Danny DeLong.
Yeah, nice play there by DeLong, and for Wright, just hanging on to the football there is a win for Warren because he was hit immediately.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons from their own 20, trailing 14-6 here with 2:47 to play in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. And don't forget, you can find out more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family by visiting enfjobs.com.
First stop of the game for the Warren defense, I think. Wow, 20. I mean, this is, all things considered, the way these teams have started tonight, this is actually not great field position to start out.
And Dippold is going to give to Nyquist, and he is met immediately in the backfield. Gets away from one tackler. That was looked like number 22, Justin Dunkel.
Yeah, I don't think Dunkel's going to get credit for the tackle, but he made the play. Loss of 1 on the play.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 11 here for Warren.
Yep. So after those fireworks, 3 touchdowns in the span of a minute and a half, defense is on both sides starting to make some plays now.
So the Dragons come out right is split to the near side now. And Dipple back to pass. Got time. Now it's under pressure. He's hit and sacked. Had some time, but then there was McFetridge.
Yeah, McFetridge just coming around that end, and that's Dipple's blind side, and that's a tough thing. 'Cause you have to have that internal clock in your head as a quarterback. And that time Dipple just held on to the ball a little too long. I don't think anyone really came open either, so not really anywhere to go with it.
And Dipple, not one of those dual threat quarterbacks, not somebody who's going to just tuck it and run a lot of times, tries to hang in that pocket and find the open receiver. And that time it cost him again. It's now 3rd and 16 for Warren at its own 14-yard line. It's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down for the Dragons. And when you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning to get you going again. Visit them online at lutonsplumbing.com.
Looks like Warren may let this play clock down, call timeout.
And that is Mark Morelli just signaled for the timeout there with just over a minute to go here in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break with them. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
And welcome back into War Memorial Field here in Warren. Just over a minute to go in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Oil City leading Warren 14-6 in the season opener here in the PIAA District 10 Region 4. And we got just a little bit of break in the clouds, so that we apologize, a little bit of glare there at the top of the screen. We expect that to go away here shortly. It is 3rd and 16 for Warren from its own 14. And we've got movement up front. That was number 68, Ben Hoffman, jumping early there. Going to cost the Dragons another 5 yards. Take them back to the 9. They need to get out to the 30 for a first down. We'll see what kind of tricks offensive coordinator Greg Miller has up his sleeve here for 3rd and 21. Dragons come out with 4 receivers. Looks like Nyquist right there behind Dippold. And Dippold back under pressure, set up a screen and out of the reach of Sens.
Yeah, not a bad call there. It looked like they may have been able to pick up a few yards on that. Again, 3rd and 21, not a lot you're going to do.
Now, that's the second time, though, we've seen, Andy, that Dippold and Sens just not able to get that short pass connection down.
Yep, so it'll set up 4th and long from the ball on the own 9-yard line. Oil City should get good field position out of this.
And Panucci kicks it away and out of bounds.
Yep.
And
Kind of shanked that a little bit.
Not a great kick there. Going to set up Oil City with great field position. See where they officially mark it out. They're going down to the 21-yard line. So another short field for the Oilers. Got one off a fumble recovery, and Knox was able to punch it in on the next play. Now the shanked punt here sets him up with a first down on the Warren 21. Oil City already leading 14-6 with just under a minute to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter.
So again, couldn't ask for much more here if you're Oil City. A golden opportunity here to again go up 2 touchdowns. Had that 2-touchdown lead earlier. Then Nyquist had the long touchdown run.
We got another stoppage and another timeout for Oil City. Their second of the half.
Yep.
And again, on a change of possession.
Yep. And that's just some of that's probably early season stuff too. I mean, you don't, you scrimmage, but these game situations, it's a whole heck of a lot different.
All right, we're going to take a quick timeout here with the Oilers. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
So it looks like the Oilers have themselves figured out here as they get set to take over 1st and 10 from the Warren 21, following a 3-and-out for the Dragons and a shanked punt. And now we've got another whistle as looks like the scoreboard has hit a little snag here, showing all 1s and 0s right at the moment. Well, it looks like they're working on getting that corrected. And again, just one of those first game of the season kind of moments here, I think, Andy.
Yep, and it's the first game of the season for everybody. There we go. It's back up and working.
Got it back up. So now the Oilers will get set for the 1st and 10 play from the Warren 21. Lay has Knox in the backfield with them, and they're going to pass it over to Gavin Stevens. Another pass, and he's got Shelton wide open for the Oil City score. An SFPC touchdown for Oil City. And the Oilers extend their lead 20-6 here late in the first quarter. Dan York went into his bag of tricks there. The double pass pays dividends. Stevens able to haul it in and then throw it down to Carl Shelton for the 21-yard score. You can finish your career drive with a touchdown by joining SFPC. Find out more at www.specfab.com. That's SPECFAB.com. So Oilers going to try for the conversion here again. And Lay pitches out to Knox. He's met in the backfield by Sens and wrapped up. Finished off there by Panucci, so a good stop for the Dragons. Keeps it a 2-score game here. It's now 20-14 as we are under a minute to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. And it's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
And just a couple of quick scores here as I'm perusing the internet. Red Bank Valley all over Smithport, 29-0 after the first quarter. Eisenhower 20, Cochranton 0, 7:27 second quarter, and it's Hickory 7, Harbor Creek 0 late in the first quarter.
Look at our out-of-town scores brought to you by Swift Kennedy & Company, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network, swiftkennedyandco.com. Another Prime Fitness kickoff here for the Oilers. Carl Shelton to handle the kickoff duties, just caught the touchdown pass. And a little squib kick, and Sens is going to field it at the 13, cuts back up, has some space, gets hit, and dragging defenders, and finally is stopped at the 27-yard line. So Sens couldn't quite get the handle on it, and then ends up making a decent return here for Warren.
Yep, so Dragons will take over, it looks like 26 or 27. 27, we'll call it.
So 1st and 10 for Warren from its own 27 with just under 40 seconds to go here in the Elwood National Forge first quarter. 20-6, Oil City leading. Tommy Nyquist had a couple of big plays for the Dragons on their scoring drive. We'll see if they go back to him here. Dipple fires out. The pass is complete, and then a big hit there. Carson Farr on the completion. And that was McFetrich there on the stop for Oil City.
Well, I'm really impressed with McFetrich. He is all over the field. We've seen him have a sack. We see him make the big play in the open field there. Just very active defensively.
We'll see if Warren wants to run another play here. They don't have to, or if they're going to flip the field and head to the second quarter. And it certainly looks like that is their intention. No hurry. And offensive coordinator Greg Miller calling the team over to the sideline. So after one quarter of play here at War Memorial Field, it is Oil City 20, Warren 6. We'll be right back with more on high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Yeah, we are just about set to start the second quarter here at War Memorial Field in Warren. It is Oil City 20, Warren 6. Our second quarter tonight brought to you by Icy Inc. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Visit them online at icyinc.com. That's ICYY Inc.com. 2nd and 7 for the Dragons from their own 30. And Dipple to pass, has a man, it's Nyquist, shakes off a couple of tacklers and then is tripped up. And we've got a flag come in late, looks like maybe going to be a hold against the Dragons.
Yep, so that will come back, it looks like.
And that was going to be a 3rd and short, but that is a hold against Warren. And Nyquist, the player on the ground, I couldn't see the number on that, but Nyquist shook him off once and then had to shake off another tackle. And that first guy he shook off was able to reach up and just trip Nyquist's foot, or he might have been off to the races again. And again, another scoreboard issue here. It's cause for the delay. But instead of 3rd and short, it will now be 2nd and looks like about 13. As Warren has the ball on its own 24. We're starting to get things squared away here.
There we go.
Looks like they may have knocked a little bit of time off the clock here, so we'll get ours caught up to match. So it is 2nd and 13 here for Warren from the 24. Dipple back to pass again. Has Wright. Wright makes a little bit of moves there and gets out to the, looks like the 29. So a 5-yard pickup.
Make it 3rd and a little more manageable for the Dragons.
And they just jumped the clock on me again. It said 20 something a couple seconds ago, and then all of a sudden it dropped down to 11:15. So we're a few seconds behind the official score clock here. I'll try to get that caught up here when we get a moment. But more importantly, it is 3rd and 8 here for Warren from its own 29 as they trail Oil City by 14 here in the Icy Inc. second quarter. Dipple back to pass again, has some time, firing downfield, looking for Nyquist, and all kinds of contact, and there come the flags. A little delayed reaction from the officials, but there was all kinds of contact between Nyquist and looked like that was number 23, John Hargenrader for Oil City. And that will be a big penalty as it will give Warren a first down.
And it looks like we're caught up on the clock now, Brian.
Well, I was able to just let it run down a little bit after the whistle there, so we're matching. Assuming they don't jump the time on me again here, we should be accurate. So it will be 1st and 10 now for the Dragons from their own 44. And that is Nyquist going in motion. Dippold back to pass again, goes over the middle, was looking for right, a little bit out in front of him. And Hargenrader was there to make the stop regardless.
That's 2 times now in the last 3 pass attempts for Dippold that he's looking for Caden Wright. So again, Wright emerging perhaps as that go-to target.
Makes it 2nd and 10 for Warren. And a little bit surprising, they come out almost exclusively with the pass here on this series. And after the way Nyquist was able to break through on the scoring drive, you'd think they'd want to go back to him some more. But a pass again, just looking for Wright again. This time it was behind him. And Warren quickly facing another Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down.
Dippold now 3 of 7 through the air.
And you wonder, there's a pretty big size advantage for Oil City in the trenches. You wonder if this is just Warren game planning to try to get away from some of that size advantage and spread things out a little bit.
Yeah, it's not. Oil City seems prepared for it, though, to this point.
3rd and 10. 4 receivers again for the Dragons. Dippold gets flushed out, and he's going to get taken down hard. That was number 44, Travis Carbaugh, and number 11, Braden McFetridge again for Oil City.
3rd sack of the game for the Oilers.
And that one's going to drop Warren for a big loss of 6. Makes it 4th and 16. And again, on those known passing downs, Oil City's been applying a ton of pressure thus far.
Yeah, again, Dippold, constant arrest to your point. Not a lot of time to throw the football.
Pascuzzi back to kick for the Dragons. Knox is back deep.
We'll see if they kick it to him this time.
Kick is away. Going to get away from him. Take a Warren bounce down inside the 35 and rolls down to the 33 of Oil City. And that's where the Oilers will take over, leading 20-6 here in the Icy Inc. 2nd quarter. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Also want to say thank you to the Hub at PF and Russell, the Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion, Warren Tire Center, Park Avenue Motor Car, All-American Awards and Engraving, and the Warren County Visitors Bureau for helping us bring you tonight's ball game. So 9:40 to play here, 2nd quarter. Oil City takes over 1st and 10 at its own 33. Power formation here for the Oilers, and they give it to Knox. Picks his way through the middle. Still got some blockers in front of him. Is finally brought down across the 45. Looks like he made it out to the 47, so a 14-yard pickup there for Ethan Knox. And another Tionesta Builder Supply 1st down for the Oilers.
Again, Knox does not need a lot of room, just kind of picking his way there through the Dragon defense for a 1st down.
First and 10, Oil City from the 47. And the give is to Knox again. Tried to squirt through up the middle. Got a few yards before Tommy Nyquist brought him down. Looks like a 5-yard pickup for Knox on that play. Makes it 2nd and 5. And again, after that offensive explosion in the first quarter, it seems like things have kind of settled into more of a rhythm here. You know, Oil City coming out, kind of taking its time, making sure it has everything squared away before coming out and running the play.
Yep, and again, as you might expect, first game of the season. And we're going to get another timeout here, looks like.
Looks like maybe
Fetrich.
Looks like they're sending him off for something. He does. It looks like he's not even really sure why.
Could be blood, could be an equipment issue.
And also Caden Wright going to the Warren sideline.
Now both teams.
Didn't see a timeout signaled. And a little bit of officials gathering at midfield. There may be blood on the field that they're trying to.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Did you see Warren assistant coach Sean Wilson coming out with the water bottle to sanitize the stain? It's one game in, and we've already got blood stains on the new turf.
Come on, guys.
While we have a minute, I want to say happy birthday to a good friend of the YDL Sports Network, John Sittler. Has a birthday today, so happy birthday, John. We talked to him earlier. He's down here covering the game.
Well, you know, I talked to him on the phone earlier, and I totally forgot it was his birthday. I'll have to catch up with him later.
Oh, see? That's why he always liked me more. All right, it looks like they've got everything straightened out here. And the official is still talking to one of the Oil City players. Looks like that's Carbaugh that he's having a discussion with. Wilson brought some more water out. And they wind the clock. And we are set for this 2nd and 5 play. Oilers in Warren territory now at the 48. And the give is to Knox right up the gut. And he has a first down, and we've got a flag as some extracurricular activity over on the sideline here.
Carson Farr and Cam Crocker, looks like. And look, the way Crocker is reacting would lead me to believe that it's on him. Or perhaps he was just throwing his hands up in the air, exasperated at Farr. I couldn't really – well, no, it is on Oil City, it looks like.
And that looks like it will be of the personal foul variety, and it is. So we're going to mark off that yardage. It looks like Crocker and Farr just kept going all the way to the sideline, and Crocker finally just put Farr on the ground, and that was cause for the flag. So that moves Oil City back to its own 45.
The 2nd and about 12.
And that wipes out the first down run by Ethan Knox. And we're going to stop again the
Scoreboard again. 3rd time this half.
And actually, this is a Warren timeout. It's a good timing by the Dragon coaching staff to call that timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout with them. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxborough is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
And we are back here at War Memorial Field in Warren. Dragons coming out of timeout. It is a 3rd and 12 coming up for Oil City. After a first down run by Ethan Knox was wiped out by a personal foul penalty. Cam Crocker and Carson Farr getting into it a little bit. And again, that's something you kind of expect to see that in the first week of the season. Guys getting a little juiced up. They're finally able to hit somebody with a different uniform on.
Oh, absolutely. That's just good old-fashioned hard-nosed football, a little extracurricular maybe after the play, these guys getting after it. You love it. I'm sure
I'm sure Dan York
doesn't love it, but
yeah, it looks like we've got some confusion here on the part of the officials. Again, it's week one for everybody pretty much as they're coming together here behind the Dragon defense. Again, not really sure what the discussion is about here.
kind of like
That's what I wonder. They had it marked as a third down, but that penalty was after the play. So Knox did pick up the first down, and then they marked the penalty yardage off. So it is a 1st and 10 for Oil City at the Warren 45.
all right.
But good on the officials for recognizing that, making sure they get the call correct.
Absolutely.
And a timeout here. Looks like Warren coach Mark Morelli wants an explanation about the change.
No, I think it's the correct call.
Agreed.
Knox had picked up the first down.
Correct. And the flag was clearly after the whistle had blown.
Yep.
And I think that's what the officials are telling the Warren coaching staff right now. And I'm sure, knowing Mark as we do, I'm sure he's not real satisfied about that explanation, whether it's correct or not. Could be a milestone season for Coach Morelli. He's just 4 wins away from 100 for his career. So now we've got things squared away. It is 1st and 10 from the Oil City 45 for the Oilers. Pitch is to Knox off the right side. He is into the second level across midfield and down to the Warren 48.
Gain of 7.
It'll be 2nd and 3 here for Oil City. And again, after that exciting first quarter, the pace and the tempo has definitely kind of slowed here. And you got to think this is exactly what Oil City wants from the rest of this game, as long as their defense is able to keep putting the pressure on Warren as it has thus far.
Full house backfield.
And give is to Knox again, but he's hit right in the hole. That was Panucci on the stop. Looks like no gain on the play. And it will be a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down for the Oilers, 3rd and 3. And again, with Warren opting to receive the opening kickoff as we're quickly approaching the midpoint of the Icy Ink second quarter. This is a big stop here for the Dragons if they can get it. Try to climb back into this one. And the give is to Knox off the left side. And he spins away. He's going to drive and has enough for the first down.
And that is going to put Ethan Knox unofficially over 100 yards for the half.
So another Tionesta Builder Supply first down for Knox and the Oilers, keeps the drive alive. And this drive is being built by Tionesta Builder Supply with locations in Steubenville and Tionesta. Visit them online at tionestabuilders.us. First and 10, Oil City at the Warren 43. And the pitch is to Knox on the right side, trying to turn the corner. Sets the edge. Knox cuts it back in, and he's going to get up to the Warren 40 before he's taken down.
Nice job there by Sens, as you said, setting the edge. Forced Knox to cut back inside, and the pursuit was there from the Warren defense. Carry number 13 of the game in the half, I should say, for Ethan Knox, unofficially at 106 yards.
And a 2nd and 7 coming up here for Oil City. And again, want to remind everybody, coming up immediately following this game or at 9:30, whichever comes first, the all-new High School Football Extra Point Show with JB Graphics on the YDL Sports Network. Give us to Knox again, left side. He avoids a tackle. Gets out to the 35. Looked like Panucci had a shot at him, but was kind of diving at Knox's legs. He was able to skirt away and pick up some extra yardage there. Brings up a 3rd and 2 for Oil City with 4:45 to go here in the Icy Ink second quarter, and the Oilers leading 20-6. Third and 2 coming up for Oil City. Been a whole lot of Ethan Knox on this drive so far. And we've got a timeout, and Oil City burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And we're going to take a quick one with them. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, PA help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber has everything you need to build or remodel your home, including building materials, paint, supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into either location to get some inspiration or work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closestlumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
And back here at War Memorial Field in Warren, coming out of that Oil City timeout, they have a 3rd and 2 from the Warren 35 and a 20-6 lead here with 4:22 to go in the Icy Ink second quarter. Lay under center, will turn, pitch to Knox, and he is met by Panucci.
I think he's going to have enough.
Just beyond the first down marker. And he gives, like you said, Andy, just enough to pick up the Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Oilers.
Ball sitting right at the 30-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Oilers 30 yards away now.
And it's been big plays that we've gotten the points from mostly. This has been the most sustained drive of the game for either side so far.
First down, Oil City. And the give is to Knox again, off right side, cuts back into the middle. And looks like a gain of about 4 on that play.
Yep, they're loving that little pitch play. Warren doing a better job defending it than they were in the first quarter. But again, a nice, solid pickup there of 4 yards for Knox.
But again, stay with it until they stop you. As long as you're able to gain, 4 yards a pop with running that same play over and over, no sense of going away from it.
Yep. The ball sitting at the Warren 26-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up for Oil City. And it is Knox again on the pitch, this time left side. And another short gainer.
About 4 again, I think.
And again, they changed the clock on me. They just added time now. And now oh my goodness.
Not sure what is going on.
We're going to run the clock, folks. We'll try to keep it as on pace with the scoreboard clock as we can.
Gain of 3 there for Knox on his 17th carry of the game.
So there is approximately 2:40 to go here in the first half. And Oil City has a 3rd and 3 on the Warren 23. They need to get to the 20-yard line to keep the drive alive. And pitch to Knox again. Cuts back. And Knox carrying defenders inside the 10, inside the 5. He's still on his feet. Ethan Knox all the way down to the 2. Carried multiple defenders on his back for at least 5 more yards.
Yep. So we've seen the speed of Ethan Knox. Now you see the power again, dragging defenders there. It looked like he was going to have the first down, but it looked like he was going to be stopped. Initially maybe around the 15-yard line or so, but now Oil City in prime position to take a 3-touchdown lead here as we tick under 2 minutes to go in the first half.
First and goal from the 2. Oil City leading 20-6. And again, they're going to get the ball to start the second half too. And probably going to eat my words here, but I would be surprised if the ball goes anywhere but in the hands of Ethan Knox. They give this to Knox right up the middle, trying to power his way in, and he does. That is an SFPC touchdown for Ethan Knox, his 3rd of the game, and Oil City has taken a 26-6 lead over Warren with just over 90 seconds to go here in the first half.
That was all Ethan Knox on that drive. Now up to 19 carries in the game. And again, we've seen the speed, we've seen the power, we've seen the receiver. We've seen it all from him in the first half.
Oil City lining up to go for 2 here. And we'll see if they give to Knox again. And they do, right on that pitch play, and he is going to go into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And that will push the lead to 28-6. Oil City over Warren with 1:27 to go here in the Icy Inc. second quarter. We'll be right back with the Prime Fitness Kickoff. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
And we are back here at War Memorial Field in Warren. The new turf here at War Memorial getting itself a workout. Oil City 28, Warren 6. Ethan Knox already with 3 touchdowns in the first half. And Carl Shelton getting set for this Prime Fitness kickoff here for Oil City. It is Sens and Nyquist back deep to receive for the Dragons. And squib kick, rolling towards the sideline, and Nyquist fields it and then steps right out of bounds.
Yep, nice kick once again. And 1:25 to go here in the first half. Oil City has no timeouts left. Warren with 1. Warren has not had a lot of success throwing the football, but you have to imagine they have to try here, down 3 scores in a minute 25 to go.
Well, I mean, their one scoring drive, it was 2 big plays from Nyquist. So, that's always an option. But again, they had that scoring drive. Nyquist had the big plays and then has barely touched the ball since.
Kind of got away from the run a little bit. Maybe, who knows, maybe start out with a run here. But nope, two receivers to the right, 2 to the left.
To your point, Andy, maybe start with a run, see what you can pick off and then pick up and then adjust from there. But Dippold is going to drop back to pass, looking for a big one for Caden Wright. And Wright has it. No, he dropped it. Almost. An incredible catch from Caden Wright. Looked like he was going to come down with it and then poked out of his hands.
Yeah, but again, there's the shot. We thought it might be a run. There's a shot deep down the field. One-on-one coverage. Dippold gave Wright a chance, but again, just not quite able to make what would have been a great catch.
And again, the other thing is, you don't want to throw too many incomplete passes because then you're potentially giving the ball back to Oil City before the end of the half.
Absolutely.
And Dippold going to throw again. Now he runs to his left, looking, firing, looking for Nyquist over his head and out of bounds. So now it is a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd and 10 for Warren from its own 25.
Yeah, and again, to your point, 1:11 left. Oil City doesn't have any timeouts, but we've seen them score quick.
You almost think Warren's got to run the ball here, even just to kill some clock. If you pick up the first down, you've got a timeout in your pocket. But if you don't, then you can let it run down so you're not having to give this ball back to Knox and the Oilers.
Yep, either a run or we've seen them set up that screen pass a couple times. It worked once in the first quarter for a nice gainer. Maybe go to that again. We'll see.
So it is 3rd and 10 for Warren from its own 25. And they do come out with that 4-receiver set. Nyquist behind Dippold. And they do give to Nyquist up the middle, shakes off a tackler, tries to cut back, and he's going to get out to the 30, so that is a 5-yard gain. And again, I would assume Warren's going to let this clock run down as far as they can, call the timeout, and kick it away.
Yeah, that would be – well, the play clock hasn't started yet.
And there goes the play clock.
You know, only about a 4 or 5 second difference. Wouldn't hurt to go for this. Clock will probably run out anyway.
Just take a shot, you think?
Yeah.
But at the same time, all kinds of different things that can happen on that, sack, fumble, interception return. They've done fairly well on the punt coverage. You would think that's the safe play here.
Don't let this clock run down to about 4 seconds and call a timeout.
Mark Morelli right next to the official there and calls the timeout. Like you said, with 4 seconds to go. And we'll just keep it right here. Stay tuned for the Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion halftime show. Stats, out-of-town scoreboard, scoring summary, and keys to the second half all coming up on the halftime show.
And I see big number 75, Tanner Keitlinger there, getting a drink there for the Oilers. Really, that group, that defensive line group, that offensive line group, as we talked a little bit about before the game, has been the difference so far. The big guys from Oil City winning the battle at the line of scrimmage right now, and that's a big reason why it's 28-6 here as we approach halftime.
And again, 4 seconds to go here in the Icy Ink second quarter. And let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy. Visit Icy Ink online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com.
It is the offense coming back out on the field here for Warren. Likely the last play of the half, barring a penalty.
And Dippold takes the snap. Fires right, has it, the little hook and ladder to Nyquist, and Nyquist has a step, knocks back deep, and they do stop him. Big gain there for Warren on the final play of the half. Nicely drawn up play, perfectly executed by Wright and Nyquist. But Knox playing very deep safety on that play, was able to come over and stop Nyquist. So we head to halftime. Oil City 28, Warren 6. We'll be right back with the halftime show. You're watching high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
And we are back here at War Memorial Field in Warren at halftime. It is Oil City 28, Warren 6. This is the Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion halftime show here on the YDL Sports Network. And let's get right into it. Our stats, halftime stats, brought to you by the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. The Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award and accompanying scholarship are awarded to an athlete or athletes who competed at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10 and who display qualities of being a good person, a leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. You can find out more at yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award. Our inaugural winner really set the bar pretty high, Andy.
Yeah, boy, she sure did. Just a terrific young lady off to Chaminade University in Hawaii, where she will continue her academic and athletic career. Actually out there now as classes are underway. But, just
Selena Buttery, by the way.
Selena
I don't think either
Buttery,
of us said her name, so
yep.
Congratulations, Selena. Well-deserved. Couldn't think of anybody better to represent the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award.
Absolutely. To those stats. All right. It's been a whole lot of Ethan Knox, surprise, surprise, for Oil City. 19 carries, 146 yards. He has 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, and 1 receiving. Also has a catch for 64 yards from Lay, who was 1 of 1 for 64 yards. And the other pass was from Stevens to Shelton on the trick play there for Oil City, a 21-yard touchdown. And Knox, the only person that has carried the ball, I do believe, for Oil City. Yes. So 19 carries, 146 yards. Those are the team rushing yards for the Oilers as well. For Warren, Tommy Nyquist really had a nice first half. He scored on a 42-yard touchdown run at the 6:07 mark of the first quarter. He has 9 carries for 91 yards, and that touchdown, of course, including that play at the end of the half for the Dragons. Ethan Sens, 1 carry for 2 yards. Eric Dipple, negative 22 yards. Of course, those are sack yards. 3 sacks for the Oilers and 1 team rush for negative 9 yards for the Dragons. Dippled 4 of 9 through the air for 28 yards. Caden Wright, 2 receptions for 13 yards. Ethan Sens, 1 reception for 12 yards. And Carson Farr, 1 reception for 3 yards for the Dragons.
All right, those are our halftime stats. Again, brought to you by the Brooks Hugh R. Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. For more information, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award. And let's take a look at our scoring summary, brought to you tonight by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital.
Yeah, again, it was Lee, the Knox 64-yard scoring strike through the air to get it started. The 7:20 mark of the first quarter, 2-point conversion was no good. And at the 6:28 mark of the first quarter, after a Warren turnover, it was Knox, a 28-yard touchdown run. And his 2-point conversion run made it 14-0. And 21 seconds later, Warren getting on the board, courtesy of Tommy Nyquist, 42-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion attempt was no good. That made it 14-6. Again, it was at Stevens to Shelton, 21-yard kind of trick pass there for the Oilers that made it 20-6 after the 2-point conversion was no good. That was at the 45-second mark of the first quarter. Our only score of the second quarter came with 1:27 before half. It was Knox, his third touchdown of the game, a 2-yard run, and his 2-point conversion run made it 28-6 Oilers, and that is where we stand at the half.
And that was our first half scoring summary, brought to you again by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close. And we will be right back with our out-of-town scoreboard, a little first half analysis, and our keys to the second half. This is the Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion halftime show on the YDL Sports Network.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Prime's Smart Strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com. Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Welcome back here to War Memorial Field. It is halftime of this District 10 Region 4 showdown. As you can see, Oil City holds a 28-6 lead over Warren. First game on the new turf here at War Memorial Field. And Oil City is set to receive the second half kickoff when we come back to play. And let's take a look now at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Swift Kennedy & Company, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network, swiftkennedyandco.com.
All right, so here's what we have. First of all, in District 9, Union AC Valley 27, Cameron County 6 at the half. Juniata 6, Clearfield nothing. First quarter, last we knew that was in a lightning delay. Keystone in the third quarter up 20-0 on Coudersport. Kerwinsville leading Myersdale 7-0 in the second quarter. It's DuBois 14, Karn City 7 late second quarter. St. Mary's 13, Montauk nothing at the half. Port Allegheny 14, Ridgeway 6 at the half. Red Bank Valley all over Smithport at the half, 53-0. Bucktail leading Sheffield at the half, 26-6. Also at halftime, Puxatawny 21, Bradford nothing. It's Kane 7, Brockway 6. Central Clarion 14, Brookville 7 late in the second quarter. And those are your District 9 scores. Now over to District 10. Late in the second quarter, Archbishop Hoban leads Cathedral Prep 21-7. Eisenhower 27, Cockerton nothing. Halftime. Also at the half, Maplewood and Sagertown tied at 14. Mercer leads Iroquois 31-7. Seneca leads Lakeview 20-0. Again, those are all halftime scores. Mercyhurst Prep and Fairview tied at 7. Northwestern 24, Girard 13. Big rivalry game there at the half. Reynolds 31, Union City nothing. Farrell all over Northeast at the half, 35-0. These next four also next five, I should say, all halftime scores. Hubbard, Ohio 8, Greenville nothing. Avonworth 21, Grove City nothing. Hickory 7, Harbor Creek 7. Neshannock 17, Sharon 7. Slippery Rock 20, General McLean 6. Fort LaBeouf 49, Conneaut nothing. Meadville 28, Corey nothing. That's also at the half. And of course, our score at the half is Oil City 28 and Warren 6.
And that's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard, again brought to you by Swift Kennedy and Company. Visit them online at swiftkennedyandco.com. And looking at some of those out-of-town scores, Andy, anything that jumps out at you, maybe a little bit of a surprise?
Oh boy, let's see. In District 9, I knew Port Allegany. In fact, I was having a conversation with my grandpa before I came over to the field here, and he said, "Who do you think the best team up north in District 9 is?" I said, Port Allegany. And sure enough, they're beating a very good Ridgeway team 14-6 at the half. Coach Justin Biankowski's group, a lot of talent coming back on that team. Quarterback Drew Evans and company playing well there. District 10, I would say Harbor Creek. I mean, they had a lot of injuries last year, so of course that contributed to their 3-8 record. But they are knotted up with a very good Hickory team that has a lot coming back, 7-7 at the half. So the Huskies giving the Hornets all they can handle there. So those would probably be the two that stand out to be the most.
And taking a look now at our game in the first half, Warren was able to move the ball pretty well early, and doing so, especially on the ground. And it seemed like they just went away from that rushing attack late in the first half, and it ended up costing them.
Yeah, again, Eric Dippold hasn't had a ton of time to throw the ball. Oil City. His defensive front doing a good job of applying pressure to him. But, yeah, Nyquist has had some success running the football. I'm curious to see if they get back to that more in the second half. Again, a 3-score game. Oil City does get the ball to start the second half. So, as we say so often, and I'll say it again here in our first game of the season, those early possessions in the second half so critical. If Oil City comes down the field and scores, all of a sudden it's a 4-score game. You feel the game getting away from you if you're Warren. If Warren gets a stop, comes down and scores, all of a sudden, it's game on. So those first couple drives critical to start the second half.
And you think, if you're Oil City and Warren gets a stop on your first possession, turns around and scores, do you start getting that, here we go again feeling coming? Or is this group experienced enough that they can fend some of that stuff off and come right back and answer?
Yeah, I think that kind of stuff is fun for people like us in the media to talk about, and it is. But this is a new year. That was a year ago. I don't think so. Oil City has really controlled the game, especially again as I alluded to, along the line of scrimmage. I think as long as they stick to that. Now, the key will be stamina, especially early in the season, especially with those big boys, on both sides for Oil City and Warren. But long story short, roundabout way to answer your question. No, I don't think so. If things start to go Warren's way a little bit in the second half, I don't think you'll see a panic from Oil City. I don't think that game will creep into their minds at all.
And, thus far through one half of one game of the start of the season, Oil City has looked as advertised. I mean, Ethan Knox has basically had his way running the ball, 19 times in the half for almost 150 yards, 3 scores, and showed off, that he can catch the pass too with that big scoring streak to get things going.
I thought that was a big play early in the ball game. I mean, it's no secret what Oil City is going to try and do. They're going to line up. They're going to smack you in the mouth. But going to the pass, especially that early in the game, and you could see Warren stacking the box. It was really set up perfect. Oil City took advantage, and that in my mind, I think is the biggest play of the game to this point.
All right, well, let's actually take a look now at our keys to the second half quickly, presented by Icy Ink and Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. Andy, the key for Warren in the second half?
I think you need to get back to the run game. I think Tommy Nyquist had some success running the ball. Even, he was chipping away 3 yards, 4 yards. Then he busts out a 22-yard run. Then he busts out the 42-yard run, another 20-yard run. So I think Warren needs to be – again, I get you're down 3 scores, so tempo will dictate that. But I think Warren needs to get back to the running game a little bit. And I think for Oil City, keep doing what you're doing, especially up front. Keep feeding Knox. And when the Warren defense might allow you, sneak in that pass in there. Because the passing game, they've only thrown 3 passes, but 2 of them have gone for touchdowns. So they don't throw a lot, but when they do, it's very effective.
All right, those are your keys to the second half, brought to you by Icy Ink and Warren. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. And that's going to do it for the Pizza Huts of Grove City and Clarion halftime show. We're going to get right into the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. And it will be Oil City receiving the second half kickoff. And again, another Prime Fitness kickoff. You can get the strength to boot your kickoffs through the end zone with fitness equipment from Prime Fitness.
All right, and again, as Brian said, as I get the camera set up here, it will be the Oilers to receive the second half kickoff.
It is Knox and Shelton back deep. Gavin Rex handling the kickoff duties for the Dragons. Rex is set, the whistle blows, and the second half is underway here in Warren, and that kickoff is going to roll not quite out of bounds. Shelton picks it up and is dropped immediately by a couple of Dragons on the far side of the field there.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Oil City did that a couple times in the first half of kickoffs right along the sideline and stay in bounds, and it worked very well. That time we see the Dragons do it to start the second half.
So Oil City will come out 1st and 10 from its own 19, looking to add to this 3-score lead that they have here. It's 28-6.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the worst starting field position for Oil City tonight.
I believe you are correct, sir. And we'll see what they do with it here. Opening possession of the second half. And we've got a whistle, and wow, for the second half as well, Oil City's got to take a timeout before they even run a play. We saw this in the first quarter before their first series. They had to take a timeout before they could run a play, and Dan York has to do it again here to start the second half.
Again, all things considered, everything going almost exactly the way you want if you're Oil City. But as you alluded to, and I know this will be a point of emphasis for the Oilers next week in practice because, that's tough. It's tougher. They have the luxury of having a 3-score lead, but what if you need those timeouts later in the game? You don't want to waste them in situations like this.
And it looked like this one was maybe caused. I saw Shelton there on the sideline had perhaps a helmet issue, which led to to the timeout. But again, that's one of those things that it's week 1 and you've got to get those things worked out. The communication that, hey, I've got to come off for a helmet issue. Okay, who's the backup? Where's he going? And get him in there.
All right, so the Oilers make their way back out to the field.
So now we will try 1st and 10 from their own 19.
Shelton split out way to the left here. Nyquist on him.
And the pitch is to Knox. Trying the left side, trying to shake some guys off, and he is brought down just across the 20 there at the 21. So make it the 22. So give him a 3-yard pickup. And that was McAllister on the stop for Warren.
I called his name a few times tonight now. Big number 75, Alan McAllister.
Surprisingly, one name we haven't called that often is Oil City's Cam Crocker. Been a little quiet tonight outside the one penalty. But again, as a tight end and a team that doesn't throw very often.
Yep. Oh, he's making his presence known by the way he's blocking. I'll say that as the entire line is.
And Lay's going to throw here, looking for Chelton over the middle. He's got him and through his hands.
Oh, boy, that might have been 6.
Nyquist tried to jump it a little too early, but he may have caused just enough disruption.
Yep. And I'll tell you what, I thought they might take a shot early, and we see it there on the second play of the half. And, again, one-on-one coverage there with Nyquist. Maybe, Nyquist tracks him down, but that play has been there so far for Oil City.
The way Nyquist tried to jump that and get the pass break up, if Chelton catches that, he's gone. But it does bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down. It is 3rd and 7 for Oil City. And this is it, Andy. This is what you talked about. Can Warren come out and get a stop on a big third down? And the pitch is to Knox, picking his way through the left side. Host of Dragons there, and it looks like they are going to stop him short.
He's going to be about 4 yards short, actually, it looks like.
Out to the 25.
So there's the stop that Warren needed as part of a way to try and get back in this ball game and maybe come up with some good field position here.
So it will be 4th and 4 for Oil City. And it is Caden Wright back deep for the Dragons. Pearsall kicks it away, and Wright calls the fair catch.
Now, that had everything to do with what happened last time. And Caden probably had a little bit of room to run there, but the last time he went back to field a punt, should have fair caught, didn't, and just got leveled by McFetrich.
So Warren will take over just short of midfield on its own 47. So good starting field position for the Dragons here, needing a score to get back into this one, trailing 28-6 early here in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter.
Yep, so the first part of the equation for Warren comes to fruition. They get a stop and good field position. Can they take advantage?
And we'll see if they go back to Nyquist in the ground game here. And Dippold is going to pitch to Nyquist, looking to get around the left side there. And the ball came loose at the end. Oil City says they have it, and they do. Huge play for the Oilers.
Boy, I'll tell you what, and that's the sign of a winning football team, too. Momentum starting to shift a little bit, and you come up with a big turnover.
And Nyquist trying to churn out those extra yards. The ball gets poked loose, and Oil City comes up with it. And so now Oil City back in business right at midfield.
And for Warren, that's you don't want to call it a backbreaker, but it kind of is.
But now your defense has just come out, got a big stop that they needed to get, and then first play, it's a turnover. That's just huge momentum killer there if you're Warren trying to climb back into this one.
The ball right at midfield, as you alluded to.
And you can't give up the big play right away here either. And the give is to Knox, picks his way through the left side.
7, maybe 8.
It's like they're going to mark him down at the 42, so give him 8 on that carry.
22nd carry of the game for Ethan Knox, now unofficially at 157 yards.
And a 2nd and 2 coming up for Oil City. And again, no reason to be in any kind of hurry to do anything here if you're the Oilers. And the give is to Knox right up the middle again.
I think he might be short, depends on where they spot it.
It looks like they're only going to give him about a yard on that.
So that'll set up a 3rd and 1. Alan McAllister once again in on that play for Warren.
So again, it's 3rd and short. Can the Dragon defense stand tall and give the ball back to their offense? I mean, that would almost be an equally big momentum shift to come away from that turnover.
And Brian, the clock just jumped ahead 10 seconds again.
Oh my goodness. 3rd and 1, pitch to Knox, left side. Oh, he's got all kinds of blockers in front. Ethan Knox down the sideline. Gets around Nyquist and is finally taken out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
What a move that was, though, to elude a very, shifty defender, and Tommy Nyquist just kind of sidestepped him and was off to the races.
And had one man to beat. And that was, I believe, number 10, Lucas Duvlos was able to stop Knox, but it is 1st and goal. And again, the scoreboard kind of fizzled out here. So we're going to have to wait a moment before we run this first down play. I'm going to get it back up. It is 1st and goal from the 6 for Oil City. And the give is to Knox up the middle. He squirts through, and he's in for the SFPC touchdown. Ethan Knox one more time for Oil City.
Touchdown number 4 for Knox, and Oil City does indeed take advantage of the turnover, and now 34-6.
Conversion attempt pending here, but it is 34-6. Just over 8.5 minutes to go here in the Freedom Investment Management Group 3rd quarter from Warren. And the Oilers all over the Dragons now. Two receivers split right. Crocker, the tight end, on the left. I formation for the Oilers. And Lay drops back to pass, gives it out to Knox, who's wide open in the flat, going to walk in for the 2-point conversion. Of all the players on the field, I don't know how you lose track of Ethan Knox, but he was wide open. There wasn't anybody within 20 yards of him.
Nope, and that makes it a 30-point game at 36-6. Again, turnovers. I mean, that fumble after Warren had got the 3 and out looms large here, and Oil City, as good teams do, able to take advantage.
And we'll be right back with more here in the 3rd quarter from Warren. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Located at 229 Liberty Street in downtown Warren, Freedom Investment Management Group has a passion for helping people manage and preserve their wealth. Partners Rob Maring and Dave Close, along with all the professionals at Freedom Investment Management Group, are committed to providing the highest level of service to our clients. Every member of our team is experienced, educated, and passionate. We intentionally maintain a low client-to-team member ratio so that we can consistently deliver concierge-like service. Simply put, we are not like many other wealth management firms. Come experience the difference. Visit us online at freedomwealthcoach.com.
And we're back here at War Memorial Field in Warren. Another Ethan Knox touchdown run and subsequent conversion reception has the Oilers up 36-6 over the Dragons, as we are just about set for another Prime Fitness kickoff. Kick is away, and Nyquist will field it for the Dragons. Has some space up the left side. Squirts through, and Nyquist is out. Looks like right at the 40-yard line. So solid return there from Tommy Nyquist. Gives Warren good starting field position. And the Dragons are going to have to do something with it here as we're rapidly approaching the midpoint of the 3rd quarter. And Warren now trailing by 30.
Yeah, it's been all Oil City. Ball right on the 40.
And the Dragons tried to go back to the ground game after the 3 and out on the last possession, but Nyquist had the ball poked away. And now some confusion. And Warren's going to have to take a timeout.
I could hear Greg Meadow yelling timeout from all the way on the other side of the field here.
And we'll take a quick timeout with them. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hi, this is Chris Rossetti from D9and10sports.com. If you're like me, you may have experienced some aches and pains like a sore back, a stiff neck, or a wonky knee. Well, I've got the place for you. The Rehab Center with 6 convenient locations, including in Brookville, Clarion, and Katanning, is the place to go. The friendly staff and knowledgeable doctors will get you back in the game quicker than quick. I know, I've been going to them since 2009. So the next time your back, neck, knee, shoulder, or anything else acts up, call them for an appointment at 724-478-1501.
And we're back for Warren's second possession of the second half. 1st and 10 from its own 40. And Dipple drops back to pass, gets it off to Sens, avoids a man, sends across midfield, sends on the open. He's going to go. Ethan Sens, 60 yards for the Dragon. SFPC touchdown.
Just what the doctor ordered for Warren. Oil City on the verge of blowing this game wide open. Big play for the Dragons. Ethan Sens. We've seen it from Nyquist in the open field a few times today. Now Sens gets his opportunity.
And it looked like that was just going to be a short gainer for the Dragons. Sens able to shake a tackle, and then he was off to the races. And you mentioned, Andy, that's a little bit of thunder and lightning combination with Sens being more of the thunder there, but he showed off the wheels on that play.
No question about it. Looks like, are they going to kick or go for 2?
Well, we saw them line up like they were going to kick on the previous score, and then they went into that some kind of funky formation, tried a trick play. But as of right now, Gavin Rex is on to kick. And sends some more confusion again as Sens now going off the field. So it looks like they are going to try a Gavin Rex kick. And nothing doing on that play. A little bit of bobbled on the snap there. Rex wasn't able to get the kickoff cleanly, but a 60-yard catch and run from Ethan Sens gets Warren a little bit closer. It's 36-12 here with 8:17 to go in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Prime's Smart Strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com.
Now we're just about set for another Prime Fitness kickoff here in Warren. This time it follows a 60-yard pass from Eric Dipple to Ethan Sens. Just an electric run by Sens on that play. Cuts into the Oil City lead a bit. It's now 36-12. Oilers over the Dragons, 8:17 to go here in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter. And again, want to remind everybody, coming up immediately following this game or at 9:30, whichever comes first, the all-new High School Football Extra Point Show with JB Graphics on the YDL Sports Network. Check out YouTube or Facebook to catch the live show, again, beginning at 9:30 or immediately following this game. Rex ready to kick off for the Dragons. Knocks back deep for the Oilers. Kick is away. And it is going to roll out of bounds.
Tried the same thing as last time. This one not able to stay in bounds, and there goes the scoreboard again. I want to pass along a quick score just because it's so eye-opening. McDowell at the half, leading a very good Walsh Jesuit team out of Ohio, 42-28. A lot of points in that one. And another little nugget here, Ethan Knox on that last touchdown run for Oil City unofficially went over 200 yards in the game at 2:01.
So Knox already looking to stake his claim early here to retain that District 10 rushing title from a year ago. And we'll see if he adds to that total here. It's 1st and 10 from the 35 for Oil City. Oilers come out in the eye.
Pearsall, the fullback.
And the give is to Knox off the left side. He's through into the open. And there goes Ethan Knox. 65 yards for the SFPC touchdown.
Ethan Knox, just you could see that one open up right away, a huge hole. And Ethan Knox, wow. This Oil City offensive line just continuing to impose its will, and Knox showing off the speed on that one.
So one play, all it took, and the Oilers reclaim the 30-point margin. Just over 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Again, brought to you by Freedom Investment Management Group. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. We wondered if Knox was going to add to his rushing total. He certainly did. A big 65-yard gain, his second 60-plus yarder of the game.
Yep, touchdown number 5. Look, they're going to go for 2 here.
And the give is to Knox right up the middle, and he is in for the 2-point conversion as well. That makes it 44-12, Oil City over Warren. Here in the third quarter from War Memorial Field. We'll be right back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
We are set for another Prime Fitness kickoff here in Warren. This one following a 65-yard touchdown run from Oil City's Ethan Knox. He ran in the 2-point conversion, and the Oilers now lead the Dragons 44-12 in this District 10 Region 4 matchup. And Caden Wright fields the kickoff, and he's up across the 40, just shy of the 45. So, again, good starting field position here for the Dragons, looking to answer that Oil City touchdown.
And unfortunately, Brian, looks like we have an injury, and that is Braden McFetrich, I believe.
And again, I hope that's nothing serious there for McFetrich. We'll take a quick break while they tend to him here in Warren.
Do you know an athlete who goes above and beyond in competition in their life? One who shows sportsmanship, compassion for others? The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is made for them. The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is for a high school athlete who has competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10, and who displays the qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. To donate to the Scholarship Fund or to find out more about the award, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
McFetrich, as you can see, able to get up and walk off under his own power. It's something we always like to see. I never want to see anybody go down with injury, but able to get up and walk off on his own.
Again, he's played a whale of a ball game to this point, too.
And just over 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Oil City 44, Warren 12. Dragons have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 44. Looking to answer the Oil City touchdown. And Dippold will give to Nyquist. Trying to go off the left side. He loses the ball. It's stripped out and recovered. That was number 17, Noah Sanchez, on the strip and the recovery. The second fumble lost by Nyquist in this third quarter. And Oil City right back in business.
Yep, second, to your point, again, third turnover forced by the Oilers in the game. And, Tommy Nyquist, this is going to be a good teaching moment for him, I think. Talented junior, but put the ball on the ground here a couple times, as you said, in the third quarter. And Oil City can really put the game out of reach here. Now, I mean, it's already 44-12, but a touchdown here would put the mercy rule in effect.
And as you can probably tell, we are on the Oil City side of the field here as our camera gets the shake going. Oil City cheerleaders asking their fans to rumble. It is 1st and 10, Oil City. We're going to pause as, again, the scoreboard has taken a turn here. Oilers have the ball at the Warren 39. And again, that was give a lot of credit to Sanchez on that forced fumble, too. Nyquist looked like he was just about by him, and Sanchez was able to just reach his arm out and smack the ball away.
Yeah, but you can really see the strength. That's weight room strength there from Sanchez on that play.
And taking him a little bit longer to get the scoreboard back operational here. Again, that is the cause for the delay. And as you said, Andy, golden opportunity for the Oilers to really salt this game away. Another score here, as you said, put the 35-point margin into effect. Give a running clock. As we are just a tick under 8 minutes to go in the Freedom Investment Management Group third quarter. And you got it back going here. Pearsall in motion. And Knox takes the direct snap, cuts back inside, now goes back outside. And he gets out to it's like the 34?
Yep. We'll
maybe
see
33?
30. Call it the 33, looks like. Yep. Pick up a 6.
So 6-yard gain for Knox. Makes it 2nd and 4. And McAllister again with the stop for the Dragons.
Yep. Not surprising. He's played a strong game. Knox
also has played a strong
game.
Can confirm Ethan Knox good at football. And he's going to take the direct snap again. This time going to go off the left side. Has a lot of space. Blockers in front down the sideline. Shakes a man, goes back inside, and is finally pushed out of bounds by 3 Dragons. And Ethan Knox just putting on a show right now.
Travis Carbaugh, lead blocker, looking for someone to block out there, and he got him, man. I can't say enough. I mean, Oil City just imposing its will right now.
Another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Oilers. They are down to the Warren 16 now. As we are under 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Again, our third quarter brought to you by Freedom Investment Management Group. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. Also want to say thank you to the hub at PF and Russell, Warren Tire Center, Park Avenue Motor Car, All-American Awards and Engraving, and Warren General Hospital for helping us bring you tonight's broadcast. And the scoreboard just went out again. And it's back. This is
not sure what the issue is up there.
Knox rolls right, looking to throw. End zone out of the back of the end zone. But
that really would have been the icing on the cake there. If that pass is completed for a touchdown, that's a touchdown. Passing, 4 rushing, 1 receiving.
And Nick Panucci right in Knox's face was not going to give him a clear path to throw that pass.
No, good job there by Panucci. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
And Oilers taking their time here. I mean, again, no reason for them to be in much of a hurry, but only the play clock winding right now after the incompletion. And Dane Lay is back under center after a number of direct snaps to Knox. And Lay will hand off to Knox right up the middle.
Not much doing there.
Not much doing there. Looked like that was 79. Tommaso Clemente on the stop for the Dragons.
Set up a 3rd and long. Looks like 3rd and 9 as Knox picked up a yard on that play.
And not something you see very often, but Ethan Knox getting a breather right now.
Yeah, he's carried the ball 27 times here midway through the third quarter.
Third down here. Another Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down for the Oilers. Lay pitches this time to Noah Sanchez. Gets around the right side. And we'll see where they spot him here.
Sanchez's first carry of the game.
And he is just short of the first down marker. So it is 4th and inches now for Oil City.
And here comes. Nope, Knox not coming back in the game. Excuse me.
That was 3. No, I thought the same, but he turned just enough so I could see the 3 instead of the 2 there. If Oil City punches it in here, I can't imagine we'd see Knox anymore in the rest of this ball game. 4th and inches now for the Oilers. And the give to Pearsall this time, I believe.
I think he got it. Going to depend on the spot, but I think he got it.
He had to get to the 5, and it looks like it's
it.
there, and they are signaling first down.
Pearsall's first carry of the game sets up a 1st and goal to go for the Oilers.
And it'll be at the Warren 5. And now definitely Oil City in no hurry. So 1st and goal now. And it is Pearsall and Sanchez in the eye. The pitch to Sanchez. Tries to cut back in, but is met there by a host of Dragons.
Forward progress looks like it's going to be down to about the 3.
And again, if you're Oil City, you almost want that. You kill some more clock here and just let that thing run out through the 4th quarter.
I'm not sure why. I don't. Anyway, I'm done trying to figure out the scoreboard situation, but
it seems like there's maybe some kind of just delay. I don't know if it's a network delay or an electrical delay or something, but
nevertheless, 2nd and goal from the 3.
And the give is to Sanchez again, right up the middle.
Don't think he
and
quite got
just
that.
Short of the goal line.
Again, a score here for Oil City would put the running clock into effect.
And it is 3rd and goal from the 3, or excuse me, from the 1.
Again, Oil City content to let that play clock run down.
Well, it looks like they just restarted the play clock. It's only down to about 30 seconds right now.
Okay.
As you can see that on the screen there. I don't know that the Oilers are aware. Though we'll see if Dane Lade takes a peek at it as he comes out of the huddle. And Lade's going to take it himself on the quarterback keeper. No signal yet. And it looks like they're going to say he is short, so it will bring up 4th and goal. And Oil City able to take another 40 seconds off this clock if they so choose. Now with 4th and goal. They tried the keeper and just couldn't quite get in there.
A ball right just outside the goal line. Inches.
And I did see big number 44, Travis Carbaugh, come back in. I think the Oilers are going to try to power this one.
Pearsall, the fullback.
And Lay gives to Pearsall, and he is in for the SFPC Oil City touchdown. And 50 points now for the Oilers here in this season opener.
And again, just imposing their will.
So it's 50-12 now, Oil City. And it looks like they are going to attempt a kick here.
Well, a good opportunity to get the.
And that is Carl Shelton going to come in and try to handle the kicking duties. And again, for a team that doesn't kick often, a little confusion on the personnel. And kick is up, and it is good for Shelton. Whoops. One too many there. That was a one-pointer, not a two-pointer. So it is now with just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Oil City 51, Warren 12. We'll be right back with more high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. And we're back ready for another Prime Fitness kickoff here at War Memorial Field. It is Oil City 51, Warren 12, thanks to the Pearsall touchdown. And Shelton squibs it. And Nyquist going to pick it up for the Dragons. Spins away from a tackler. Eludes another man, and Tommy Nyquist gets out almost to midfield. Looked like he might be able to break that one loose, but Shelton able to maintain, turn him back inside.
There you see just some of the athleticism of Tommy Nyquist, and he is an athlete and a tireless worker.
I believe that is a family trait, if I've ever seen one.
Yes, it is.
So it is 1st and 10, Warren from its own 49, trailing 51-12. And again, running clock is in effect now for the rest of this ball game. Dipple fakes, fires, has Wright wide open. Caden Wright going to go 51 yards for the SFPC Dragons touchdown.
Love to see the fight in the Dragons again. Big Oil City lead. Easy for them to roll over. They don't. One play, touchdown.
Dipple to Wright for 51 yards. And one play, one score. Again, pretty long odds to come back in this one. But if it only takes you one play to score, you give yourself a chance. And it is Gavin Rex on to attempt the extra point. A little miscommunication on the last try led to a short kick. See if the Dragons have it worked out this time. Snap is down. The kick is up and no good. Wide to the left. So Dragons strike quickly, but still trail in this one. It's 51-18. Oil City leading Warren in this District 10 Region 4 matchup for War Memorial Field.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. You like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
It's another Prime Fitness kickoff. This time it's Warren kicking to Oil City after the big pass play from Eric Dippold to Caden Wright, 51 yards. Rex kicks it away. And Knox has it on the return. And he is out to the 30-yard line. That's where the Oilers will take over, leading 51-18. And a fairly lengthy third quarter in real time here, Andy. As we've had a lot of offensive fireworks.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly, perhaps. As Oil City leads 51-18. We've passed the 9 o'clock hour.
And they wind the clock here. So again, we expect to see some fresh faces here for the Oilers late in this game. Well, it's just as I say that, it's Pearsall and Knox in the backfield. Maybe Dan York considering pulling Knox from this game with Warren on that quick strike. And the give is to Knox right up the middle, and not much there. Lucas Dublos there to make the stop. Gain of 1 on the play.
Knox just shy of 300 yards here at 291 unofficially.
If they give it to him and he picks up a first down, that would put him unofficially over the 300 mark for the game. And again, still the fourth quarter yet to play. Second and a long 8 here for the Oilers. Fake pitch out to Knox. Has some room there. Runs him out of bounds. And they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 39. And I'm not sure where we are with the official clock. They just sounded the horn. It's been stuck on 32 seconds. Our clock's wound down to 0, as you can see. I'm not sure what the call is going to be here from the officials.
That is the
end of the third quarter. All right. I'll take a little confirmation there. And the officials, I think, just now heard that announcement that it is the end of the third quarter. So through 3 quarters of play here in Warren, it is Oil City 51, Warren 18. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. High school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
And we are back at War Memorial Field for the start of the fourth quarter. Oil City leading Warren 51-18. Our fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Warren Tire Center. For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires, tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, so much more. There's no reason to go anywhere but Warren Tire Center in Warren. Check them out online at warrentirecenter.com. Oil City with a 3rd and 1. The give off the left side. Looks like that is Chelton on the carry. Enough for the Tionesta Builder Supply first down for Oil City. So Oil City first and 10 from its own 44. And it looks like Sanchez is back in there dotting the I for the Oilers. Pearsall, the fullback. And the give is to Sanchez. He's got space. Or excuse me, that's Chelton. Carl Chelton with a huge run for Oil City. And looks like he may be cramping a little bit at the end of that play. He's having a whale of a ball game.
Yep, surprised we haven't seen more of that. You see a lot of that early in the season.
And it looks like he is okay. But a big gainer there has the Oilers deep in Warren territory at the Dragons 24.
First final of the night that I've seen, Eisenhower a 41-0 winner over Cochranton.
Big win for the Knights to start the season. No expectations are sky high. Lay throwing over the middle, has a man. It is bobbled and incomplete. Colin Zerby couldn't quite hang on to it. Would have been a big play there for Oil City. Makes it 2nd and 10 from the Warren 24. Are you surprised that Oil City's still throwing the ball here?
Not really. Again, you got a moving clock here. You got an opportunity for a team that doesn't really throw the ball a lot to really work on that aspect of their game. Not really. I mean, I get they have a big lead, but no, not too surprised.
And Oilers now bleeding that play clock all the way down. It sits at 10. It is Chelton dotting the I. And he's going to take the pitch, bobbles it a little bit, gets some space off the right side, and is brought down after about an 8-yard pickup there. That was Lucas Duvlos on the stop again. And you're going to give him 9, makes it 3rd and 1 for Oil City. We are under 9 minutes to play here in the Warren Tire Center 4th quarter. And again, Andy, a lot of people preseason had the Oilers pegged as the potential candidate to upset Meadville for the region championship. And they certainly looked the part here tonight.
They certainly do. Impressive in pretty much every facet of the game tonight.
Play clock down under 10 now. And the give is to Chelton right up the gut. He splits the Dragon defense and is in for the SFPC touchdown. Carl Chelton from 14 yards. (57-18) the Oiler lead now. And Chelton going to come on, try for the point after. And the kick is up and good. The lead is 40 now for the Oilers, 58-18. We'll be back with more fourth quarter action from War Memorial Field. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
7:57 left to play in this one. It's the Warren Tire Center fourth quarter here in Warren. Carl Shelton with a 14-yard run has made it 58-18. Oil City over Warren here in District 10 Region 4 clash. One of the few region matchups here in week one.
Yeah, again, there was plenty of intrigue going into this one, and well, Oil City's put that to bed. They have made a statement here tonight. I've been very, very impressed.
And again, don't go anywhere, folks. Immediately following this game, or at 9:30, whichever comes first. We're rapidly approaching 9:30. It is the High School Football Extra Point Show with JB Graphics on the YDL Sports Network. Sen's going to field the kickoff, tries to cut back, and he is stopped.
So Warren will take over, about its own 28 is where they're going to put the ball down.
And we've got looks like a cramping Oiler near midfield. I think that's the universal sign for cramping is when you lay down and hold one leg in the air.
Yeah, it sure is. Been there. That is, and for those that haven't experienced that, that is very painful.
So while they tend to him, we do have another final. It is Bucktail snapping a 12-game losing streak with a 42-12 win over Sheffield.
Final in District 10, Fairview 17, Mercyhurst Prep 7.
And that was Shelton there, the cramping player, but he's walking off, getting a nice hand from the Oil City faithful in attendance here tonight.
Defending PIAA Class 1A state runner-up Red Bank Valley, a 53-8 winner over Smithport tonight.
So Dragons take over 1st and 10 from their own 28. And the give is to Sens off right side. Picks up a block, makes a man miss, and Ethan Sens out across midfield, still on his feet. Ethan Sens with a big run has the Dragons in Oilers territory.
Gain of 26, it looks like, on the play for Ethan Sens. Moving the ball, that is one thing Warren can hang their hat. They have moved the ball. Turnovers have played a big factor. Obviously, they've turned the ball over 3 times. So that's certainly a credit to the Oil City defense as well.
So first down for Warren. That's a Tynestor Builder Supply first down for the Dragons. And it gives Sens again off the right side, breaking tackles. And Ethan Sens still running hard late in this game.
Maybe a gain of about 9, it looks like. They'll set up a 2nd and short.
Second and 1 is what they call it here.
As we approach the midway point of the fourth quarter, Oil City going to pick up a big win here in the season opener.
And this time, nothing doing for the Dragons up the middle. Host of Oilers there to make the stop. That looked like Caden Wright on the carry. We'll make it 3rd and
about 5.
Short 2.
Oh, 2.
Long 1, short 2. And again, I can't think there's any reason for Warren not to go for it. To give us the Sens right up the middle. He's going to pick up the first down anyway. So no decision to be made here on 4th down, as Sens has the first.
As we tick the 5.5 minute mark, under the 5.5 minute mark, I should say.
And Dippold gives to Sens right up the middle again. And again, Ethan Sens chugging out some tough yards, some big yards here, though.
He is running very hard here late in the ball game.
Yeah, a 6-yard pickup there makes it 2nd and 4.
49 yards on the ground for Ethan Sens.
As we approach 4.5 to play here in the Warren Tire Center 4th quarter, it's Oil City with a big lead, 58-18 over Warren. And they'll give it to Sens one more time up the middle. And Sens breaks a few tackles, gets out down near the 15. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 16. That's another Kindness to Builder Supply first down for Warren.
Obviously, the game one-sided here in Oil City's favor, but you can still tell a lot as a coach who's still playing hard. And Warren's still playing hard.
1st and 10 from the 16. And why not? Ethan Sens one more time, right off that right side.
Short gain on that one.
And again, I know we've been telling you don't miss out on the high school football extra point show with JB Graphics. We will have a post-game wrap-up here from War Memorial Field immediately after this game with stats, scoring summary, and the Jim Kelly Player of the Game powered by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg. So definitely stay tuned for that right here from War Memorial Field, and then tune on in to the high school football extra point show with JB Graphics. And they give it to Sens again off right side. Sens breaks into the second level, gets down inside the 10. Looks like he's down to about the 5, and that will be a first down for Warren. 1st and goal now from the 5.
Sens now up to 71 yards, a good chunk of those coming on this drive.
And I would think they just got to keep feeding the beast here. Ethan Sens has carried the load for this drive. Has him now 1st and goal as we hit just about 3 minutes to go here in the Warren Tire Center 4th quarter. And they do indeed give it to Sens. He cuts back inside and is in for the SFPC touchdown, Dragons. Finish your career drive with a touchdown by joining SFPC. Find out more at specfab.com.
So Ethan Sens makes his way into the end zone.
And it is now 58-24, Oil City leading. 2:45 to go, 4th quarter. And it looks like Rex is on for the extra point. A little bobble on the snap, but Rex gets the kick away, and good, just missed to the left. So it remains 58-24. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back with the Prime Fitness kickoff.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years. And I think both teams forgot which way we were kicking here.
Well, it's late in the game.
It is week 1, folks. It is week 1. We are back here at War Memorial Field. Dragons getting set to kick off following the 5-yard Ethan Sens touchdown run. Gavin Rex will handle the kickoff duties. Looks like we've got a new deep man. Shelton is back on the near side, trying to get the number on the far side. It looks like 24, Devon Griffin. Back deep for the Oilers. And the kick is away. And Shelton fields it at the 25. And Shelton out. Good return there. Looks like about 23 yards. 22, 23. I'll give him 22. It's at the 47. It's a good starting position for the Oilers here. With just over 2.5 minutes to go. Here in the Warren Tire Center, 4th quarter. Going to be a big win for Oil City to start this season. And, Andy, Warren's on a string now. They've won at least 5 ball games for 4 straight years. And to keep that kind of string going, you can't let an early season lopsided loss like this derail your entire season.
No, and I don't think it will. Obviously, this is not the way you want to start the season, but at least offensively, there is a good bit to build on.
And that is number 23, John Hargenrader on the carry. He's still going. And we've got a flag coming out late as Hargenrader's all the way down to the 30. Let's see what the penalty is here. And it looks like a face mask against the Dragons, so add some more yards onto that one. And Oil City quickly now back in Warren territory at the Dragon 25. As we hit 2 minutes to go here in the Warren Tire Center, 4th quarter. Oil City comfortably in front here, 58-24. And to give right up the middle and space on the left side for Ben Garland. And he's still on his feet, is finally knocked out. Looks like it right at the 5-yard line. And that's where they will mark him. It is a 1st and goal for Oil City from the 5. .90 seconds to go here in this ball game. And Oil City on the move. And they'll be able to take this one down almost to a minute to go before they have to snap it.
They only have to run 2 more plays if they so choose.
And lots of personnel changes going on. And that is, looks like Gavin Stevens now taking snaps. And it is Garland and Hargenrader in the eye. And Oil City's just going to take a knee here.
That's a classy move.
Yeah, come away with the win. You've got this one sewn up. No need to put extra points on the board here and rub some salt in the wound. And again, folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this game goes final. We'll take a quick break and be right back at you with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show, stats, scoring summaries, and don't miss the Jim Kelly player of the game powered by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg. If you've been paying any attention to this one, shouldn't be any big secret who the player of the game is going to be. And one final knee there, final seconds ticking away as the teams start heading to midfield for the post-game handshake. And that is officially a final now here from Warren. Oil City 58, Warren 24. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. This is high school football on the YDL Sports Network, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Looking for a place to hone your skills in the off-season? How about just a friendly pickup game, or even a new league to join? Then head to the Hub at PF in Russell. An all-weather athletic facility, the Hub has everything you need to get your game on, from basketball and volleyball courts to indoor batting cages. And more than just an athletic facility, the Hub also plays host to special events like concerts and worship services. The Hub is a proud supporter of local athletes and wants to thank the community for all its support over the last 2 years.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Hey, this is Joe.
And this is Sketty.
And we're the hosts of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you like uncut looks into all things sports?
If you said yes, then this is a sports show for you.
Live weekly shows broadcasted on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, covering everything from local sports in northwestern Pennsylvania all the way to the pros.
Not to mention the hottest takes you will ever hear. Follow us on all social media platforms and tune into episodes today.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Do you know an athlete who goes above and beyond in competition in their life? One who shows sportsmanship, compassion for others? The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is made for them. The Brooks Huar Lebeter Sportsperson of the Year Award is for a high school athlete who has competed in at least one full season in either District 9 or District 10, and who displays the qualities of being a good person, leader, community-minded, and wanting to make a difference. To donate to the Scholarship Fund or to find out more about the award, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com. Hi, this is Chris Rossetti from D9and10sports.com. If you're like me, you may have experienced some aches and pains like a sore back, a stiff neck, or a wonky knee. Well, I've got the place for you. The Rehab Center with 6 convenient locations, including in Brookville, Clarion, and Katanning, is the place to go. The friendly staff and knowledgeable doctors will get you back in the game quicker than quick. I know, I've been going to them since 2009. So the next time your back, neck, knee, shoulder, or anything else acts up, call them for an appointment at 724-478-1501.
Just like your team builds upon its success, Closest Lumber Company with locations in Olean, New York and Rowlett, PA help you build the home of your dreams. Closest Lumber has everything you need to build or remodel your home, including building materials, paint, supplies, lawn and garden accessories, and more. Stop into either location to get some inspiration or work out the details of your next project. They also have an online showroom you can visit anytime at closeslumber.com. Closest Lumber, your home improvement headquarters since 1973.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
And welcome into the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. Your final here from Warren. Oil City 58, Warren 24. The Oilers pick up a crucial Region 4 victory here to open the season. And we're going to take a look now at our out-of-town scoreboard powered by Swift Kennedy & Company, the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network, swiftkennedyandco.com. Taking a look here, first at District 9, Union AC Valley 27, Cameron County 14. Juniata 6, Clearfield nothing. Still in the first quarter. That game suspended for lightning. At final, Keystone 33, Coudersport 16. The rest of these next few games are all final. DuBois 28, Karns City 7, St. Mary's 47, Montauk 14, Port Allegheny 30, Ridgeway 6, Red Bank 53, Smethport 8, Bucktail 42, Sheffield 12, Punxsutawney 56, Bradford nothing. In the third quarter, Brockway leads Kane 20-19, and in the fourth quarter, it is Central Clarion 42, Brookville 7. In District 10, these games are final. Archbishop Hoban 47, Cathedral Prep 14, Eisenhower 41, Cockerton nothing, Seneca 40, Lakeview 13, Fairview 17, Mercyhurst Prep 7. In the fourth quarter, Maplewood leads Sagertown 27-26. Mercer up 38-7 over Iroquois in the fourth. Northwestern leads Girard 31-21 in the fourth. Reynolds big lead 44-0 over Union City in the fourth quarter. These games final. Farrell 50, Northeast 20. Hubbard, Ohio 8, Greenville 3. Avonworth 27, Grove City 7. Hickory 14, Harbor Creek 10. In the fourth quarter, Neshannock leads Sharon 31-21. Slippery Rock 30, General McLean 20 in the fourth. Fort LaBeouf a 63-6 win over Conneaut. And in the fourth quarter, Meadville leads Corey 55-6. We're going to take a quick commercial break and be right back with our Jim Kelly Player of the Game, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg.
Prime Fitness USA is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. Prime's Smart Strength equipment features the most innovative, versatile, and effective strength training technology in the world. To find out more about Prime, please visit www.primefitnessusa.com.
All right, you can see it's.
Am I supposed to look here?
Yes, look right at the camera. We're back on with our Jim Kelly Player of the Game, powered by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg. You can see it's Oil City's Ethan Knox. Ethan, big night for you here. 291 yards on the ground, 64 receiving, 5 total touchdowns, and probably more importantly for your team comes away with a big win.
Yeah, I think we all played really great today, and I'm happy to take home the W. Oh,
that's all right. Maybe everybody's getting used to It's week 1, right? Everybody's got to iron out the wrinkles. So, and again, this was a game last year where you guys built a big lead early. Warren was able to come back on you. Again, you guys able to build a big lead. Warren scores a touchdown, and then you guys came right back and scored again. Was that just kind of, hey, we're not going to let this happen again. We're going to come back and try to put our foot down, put this game away?
Yeah, I think coming into this game pretty much all week, all camp, really, we were just trying to prepare for this, making sure we didn't repeat what we did last year because we were all pretty butthurt after last year's game.
And again, you guys get to come out. You're one of the few teams playing a region game here in District 10 in week 1. How important is it for you guys to get the season off to a big start like this and get a big region win?
Oh, well, yeah, we definitely wanted to come home with a win just because obviously it's important for us if we want to go to the district championship. But we also, I think mainly we wanted revenge for last year. So we were all pretty fired up in the locker room before the game.
And so again, looking forward, you're able to build on this win, go into next week with a big W under your belt. You guys obviously have lofty expectations for yourselves this year. Again, how does coming away with a big road victory in the first week of the season allow you to take another step towards reaching those goals?
I think this just pretty much sets everything in motion. I mean, from here we're just going to try to build on it, just keep playing as hard as we can, even harder actually, and keep winning.
And the way the game of football at all levels has kind of morphed, the term workhorse back gets thrown around. You're kind of in rarefied air. Somebody gets 27 carries in a game. Are you one of those players that just you want to get the ball as often as you can and it just builds momentum as the game goes on for you?
I mean, I don't want to be selfish with the ball, but I do want to run the ball. I mean, I want it. I mean, but if the coach wants to give the ball to someone else, I'm not going to argue with it. I mean, I hope they get to shine just as much as I get to.
And you got some big bodies blocking in front for you. It's got to be nice to have some big hog mollies, as John Madden used to say, up front leading the way, right?
Oh, it's amazing. They just throw down killer blocks like day in and day out. I'm loving it, man.
You buy some guys a stack of pancakes when they throw a pancake block for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I should definitely buy them some donuts at least for tomorrow's practice or Monday's practice, really. But
all right, Ethan, we won't keep you. We know you got a decent trip back home, but congratulations on the win. Jim Kelly, player of the game, powered by the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg, Oil City's Ethan Knox. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll be right back with more of the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show right after this.
Specialty Fabrication and Powder Coating LLC is family owned and operated out of Franklin, PA. SFPC is actively seeking new talent and has openings at its 2 plants located in Venango County. Those openings are either first, second, or third shifts at one or both locations. Check out the specific employment opportunities at www.specfab.com. If you aren't able to log on to the website, please send an email along with your resume to careers@specfab.com or call our recruiter at 814-273-1322. SFPC is an equal opportunity employer.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
All right, we are just about to wrap up here the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg post-game show. We do want to go through our final stats brought to you by the Brooks UR Ledbetter Sports Person of the Year Award. For more information, go to yourdailylocal.com/BHL Award.
Yeah, again, Ethan Knox, our player of the game, unofficially 27 carries, 291 yards, had 4 touchdowns rushing, another is that right? 4 touchdowns rushing? Yeah.
Yeah, and then caught one.
And then caught one. Caught a 64-yarder, so 5 total touchdowns for Ethan Knox. Pearsall, 2 carries for 3 yards and a touchdown. Sanchez, 3 carries for 31 yards. And Shelton, 4 carries for 59 yards and a touchdown. Hargan Raider, 1 carry, 22 yards. Garland, 1 carry for 20 yards. For the Oilers, Lee, 1 of 164 yards and a touchdown. Stevens, a 21-yard touchdown pass to Shelton. And those are your Oilers stats. And for the Dragons, Tommy Nyquist unofficially 94 yards on 11 carries. Ethan Sens 76 yards on 9 carries. Eric Dippold had negative 22 yards rushing. Again, that's sack yardage mostly. Caden Wright 2 yards rushing. Eric Dippold finished 6 of 11 through the air for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those touchdowns going to Caden Wright and Ethan Sens. Wright, 3 receptions, 64 yards. Sens, 2 receptions, 72 yards. Carson Farr, 1 reception, 3 yards for the Dragons.
All right, those are our final game stats, again brought to you by the Brooks Hugh Ledbetter Sportsperson of the Year Award. Don't forget, airing right now on the YDL Sports Network, the high school football Extra Point post-game show. Tune in there. More interviews, final scores, analysis, everything you need in the post-game. Airing right now, the high school football Extra Point post-game show with JB Graphics. For Andy Close, this is Brian Hagberg saying thank you for watching and have a great Friday night, everyone.